Krystle, and I live with my husband Alex and our cat Riley. Despite living with lupus, I try to enjoy life to its fullest. So come share in life's big and little moments with me. In my shoes. Hey guys, it's Sunday, and today we are going to the McMichael Canadian Art Gallery. It's this really long road to go in with lots of trees. Pretty. For admission, you have to wear stickers. So, unfortunately, we could not film anything in the gallery because it said no pictures allowed, no cameras allowed and stuff. But we enjoyed it. And I hadn't been there since I went on a school trip there. So when I was a kid, I thought it was like a lot bigger than what it was. So we were surprised at how quickly we went through it. So we are now having lunch at Five Guys, and I got a cheeseburger. Looks really good. And yeah, we're just relaxing and eating before we head home. Well, that was really good. And they had a sign in there saying that the potatoes used for the fries came from PEI, which is Prince Edward Island, which is a place that I really want to visit because I am a huge Anne of Green Gables freak. So someday I want to go to Prince Edward Island, hopefully someday soon. So over there is Canada's Wonderland. There's one of the big roller coasters in the drop zone. There's another roller coaster there. There goes a roller coaster. Hey guys, so we're back at home and we've been home for many hours already. So as soon as I got home, I put my pajamas on because it is hot, really hot. And then I had laundry to do, I had dishes to do. Then we also had to run the dishwasher, and I cleaned the kitchen. Alex did some vacuuming, just cleaning up and stuff. And what else? We haven't even had dinner yet because we're still, well, Alex is still full from Five Guys. I'm starting to get hungry now, but not hungry enough for a meal. So I am planning to make something with my Yonana's maker. I'll show you that in a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I've just been relaxing, watching some YouTube. And over here, Hayley is hanging out on the boppy. Still on the couch. I'm planning to pack up some of the babies that I am selling just so that I can have some space. I'm hoping to clear out the bassinet so that I can put her in the bassinet. Since she's a sleepy baby, I figure she should be laying down in the bassinet. But for now, she's still here with me. And she's wearing another one of the outfits that she came with. And if you hear anything in the background, that is Alex. He is playing a game on the computer with his friends. He usually does that on Saturday nights, or actually today is Sunday. Yeah, and tomorrow we are both off because it is the long weekend. And then I go back to work on Tuesday. I'll be starting with Margaret. Yay! Also, I've got to show you Riley. He has been in the office for, a long time. I would say at least 3 hours, if not longer, sleeping in the recycling bin. Let's go take a look. There's Riley, sound asleep in the recycling bin. He's been like that for hours. He's a funny one. I don't know why, but he likes to sleep in the recycling bin on top of all of that paper. I don't know how it can be comfortable, but he loves it. Okay, so for this Yonana's recipe, we're doing cookies and cream. So we need basically 2 bananas that have been frozen. And then I make these little frozen ice cubes of vanilla yogurt and 6 Oreos. We use 4 of those Oreos in there, and the other 2 I garnish on top. And then this is our Yonana's machine. So the stuff has to thaw out for 15 minutes, and then we'll be ready to make some yummy frozen dessert.
So it just came across me so bad.
Well, look who finally came out of the recycling bin. Hey, buddy. Say hi. Say hi, Riley. Yeah. I love my Riley. My baby. Well, guys, I have some cards to write up. I have some thank you cards, and I also have a sympathy card to write to send to my grandmother. I forgot to mention to you guys that on, I think it was Wednesday, my grandmother's brother passed away. He had, I believe it was bone cancer that also had traveled to his lungs. So he had been sick for quite a while, and so he passed away on Wednesday. So yeah, so actually yesterday I went to my grandmother's and spent the day with her, and my mom came over a little bit later, and she's spending the weekend with my grandmother and just helping her do some cleaning around her house because my grandmother is not well. She's been suffering for some time now with a lot of foot pain and stuff. She took a fall quite a few years ago, and ever since then, she's just had like a lot more trouble moving around. And also she has COPD, so her breathing is getting worse, and so it's very difficult for her to get things done around her house. So my mom, as well as my uncle, they generally take turns helping her with stuff around the house. So because my grandmother uses a cane and a walker for the most part. So anyways, yeah, I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but my grandmother comes from a very large family. They were French Canadian, or are French Canadian. They grew up in Winnipeg, and in Canada here. And she was a family of 15 children. 15 children. And I don't remember how old everyone was, or how old my grandmother was, when I believe her father passed away. And so her mom was left to raise 15 children on her own. One of my grandmother's sisters passed away, though, when she was, I believe, if I remember correctly, I think she was like 6 or 7. She died of leukemia. My grandmother had 2 brothers that fought in the war, and one of them was killed in the war. She had another sister who was a nun, and she passed away many, many years ago of cancer. Yeah, a lot of people on her side of the family have died from cancer, so it's a little bit scary. But yeah, 15 children. And I believe she told me yesterday that out of 15 children, including her, there's only 4 left. So yeah, so anyways, I guess just, keep her in your prayers, because of course she's quite sad. Her brother passed away, and she's mostly sad for his wife, because they were an extremely close couple, and so she's kind of concerned as to how his wife is going to handle all of this. So keep her in your prayers as well. And Riley over here is passed out now beside me. And so is Hayley. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, sorry I couldn't show you as much as I had hoped to of the McMichael's Art Gallery, but no photography allowed, so couldn't do it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everyone. So first off, I got a letter from my sponsor child, yours Elise. She is the one that lives in Nicaragua. And I know I usually do these in their own little sponsor child update. But I'm thinking of phasing that out and just including it in a vlog, like I'm doing right now. Unless, of course, I don't have a vlog, then I might just do a separate segment. But